So Black Friday strikes again. After a year or so of putting off the purchase, because these aren't new lights, they've been around for a couple of years now, I bought these Godox UL series lights. So the UL60 on this side and the UL150, silent chip-on-board LED lights. I bought them back in December. Let's have a look at them. Hi, Ray here. Welcome to my 150th video, not counting a couple of shorts. This isn't going to be a technical review, there's plenty of those around. Just a quick practical look and my reason for buying them. But the UL60 is measured at 30,000 lux, the UL150 at approximately 58,000 lux. They weigh 5¼ pounds, 2.38 kilograms, and 6.83 pounds, 3.1 kilograms, respectively. These lights are color accurate with a CRI of 96 and TLCI of 97. And I've seen those numbers backed up in independent testing. The UL60 presently sells for $299 US, UL150 $439. As you'd expect, they come with reflectors, Bowen's mount. The UL150 has a built-in umbrella mount, but the same can't be said for the UL60, which is disappointing. But yes, they're silent. No fans to destroy the peace and quiet of the studio. As I mentioned recently, there's enough noise around here. Construction, blasting, dump trucks. Drives me crazy. But the thing that usually drives me to distraction and noise reduction software is fan noise from studio lights. And the main culprit in my videos for about 3 years now has been the Godox SL60W. It was really the first dedicated cob light I bought for video production. Look around YouTube and you'll see plenty of videos discussing its one big failing. Even tutorials on how to switch out the fan for a quieter unit. That's not a procedure I'm interested in performing. Still, at around $100 US, the SLW is a great starter light, and the fan noise is at least constant in tone, so not hard to target for noise reduction. Yes, there are fan-cooled lights out there that allow you to dial down the fan. But that usually means you dial down the light intensity along with the fan. Some have automatic fan control. The fan comes on when the light reaches a certain temperature. Then you have inconsistent noise to deal with in post, which can't be easily fixed. But these UL lights have no fan to worry about at all. Totally silent. Just these relatively big enclosures with lots of venting holes, with what look like cooling fins on the inside. They're, as I said, Bowen's mount, fit all my regular modifiers, and they can be run on battery power. V-mount batteries clipped onto the controller. I have various V-mount batteries from 95 watt-hour to this 190 watt-hour beast from Strobe Pro that gets me an hour, 15 minutes at 100% power from the UL150 and over 2 hours with the UL60. So obviously these lights are great for location shooting. Other extraneous noise is often an issue on location, so at least I don't have to worry about whirring noises from these lights. So hooking them up is pretty straightforward. Just plug the supplied XML cable into the light and then the controller. At this point, you could add a battery and you're off to the races. There's no other controls on the back of the lights themselves. To power the UL150 from house current, you add the ballast and plug it into your nearest outlet. There's a strap with V-mount bracket on it to hang the power brick on the controller if you like. Nice long power cable. That's great to see. Interestingly, the power ballast is integrated into the UL60 controller, so there's no need to strap on the extra bulk like with the 150. And the power cable connection itself is much nicer. It locks into place. The antennae are also hidden inside on this controller. And we have a few, as in 8, basic built-in effects. White light only, of course. DMX inputs/outputs are also included. These are 5600 Kelvin balanced lights, so no other color adjustments are available, just like the SL60W or my Aperture Amaran 100D. Though, The UL60 is also available in a bicolor model, the UL60 Bi. The lights can be controlled with the RCA6 available separately, and I was happy to discover also with the RCA5 remote that came with the SL60W. There's also the Godox phone app, which I'm not really impressed with that. I've only messed around with it a little bit. You can't press and hold the brightness control, so it's kind of a pain to use. Again, with this light, you ignore the color temperature control. I'd recommend springing for the $10 controller if you need to control from a distance. You can, of course, control multiple lights on multiple channels and groups. There's 16 channels in 6 groups. The price you pay, if it can be looked at as an expense, for the silent treatment is the size of these lights. They dwarf lights like the Amaran 100D and an array of compact cob lights that have flooded the market recently from every company under the sun, I noticed. But again, the Achilles heel of many of these lights is fan noise. It's kind of like the trend towards thinner and thinner laptops that led to thermal throttling. So I'm totally okay with the size of these lights, particularly in the studio. And they fit in my big location case, no problem. They really deserve a sturdy stand like a C-stand or roller stand, but I'm not averse to putting one, at least the UL60, with a smaller modifier, on one of the lightweight folding stands I often use for location. I mean, it's going to be well sandbagged anyway, right? But you should consider the weight of any modifier as well when it comes to your choice of stand. The UL60 is not particularly bright, especially when used with a modifier, like a light box. The 150 is better suited as key light, and the UL60 as a fill or kicker with less diffusion. Keep in mind that the closer your light source to subject generally gives a softer light. Moving the light further away focuses it. So I've often got my key within a meter of the subject, like right here. I need all the help I can get. As a key light, I can run the UL50 at 40 to 50% here in the studio. That's with the light, as I say, about a meter away in a deep parabolic softbox with 2 layers of diffusion. And my usual camera settings are ISO 64 to 100, aperture at 1.8, shutter 1/50th. And while it won't overpower the brightest sun, I found the UL150 will work at full power in fairly bright backlit situations. As far as build quality, they are quite robust. The rotatable yoke can be mounted on a stand in 2 directions, and you can see here in this situation with these booms, I make use of that function. The adjustment knob appears pretty well made, adjusts smoothly and tightens down snugly, something that can't be said for some of the lights on the market. So far, after 1 month's use, I'm really happy with the performance. It's great to be freed from the noise reduction job. Though, as I said at the start, I bought these myself. I'll add affiliate links in the description, including to my source in Canada, Strobe Pro. And if you buy via those links, I get a small commission at no extra cost to you. If you found this video helpful, please do give it the old thumbs up. It really does help. And if this is your first time here, we'd really love to see you again, so please consider subscribing. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. In the meantime, take care of yourselves, cheers, and we'll see you later.